The sound of thunder. It was late October in the small town of Ash Creek, nestled between rolling cornfields and forgotten railroads in Ohio. The sun was beginning to set, casting long shadows across the worn-out streets and shuttered storefronts. Halloween decorations hung like ghosts of hope from rotting porch rails. 13-year-old Malik Jameson had just finished basketball practice at Ash Creek Middle School. He took the long way home, cutting through Dunhill Park, dribbling a half-flat ball with rhythm and ease. He liked the silence there, the wind in the trees, the birds overhead. It gave him space to think, to breathe. What he didn't see were the four boys standing near the old maintenance shed. They were older, high school seniors, boys with scars on their knuckles, spit-stained boots, and tattoos they didn't understand inked into their skin. Their names were Cody, Brent, Mason, and Zach, names etched in locker room walls and whispered behind small-town diner counters. For all the wrong reasons, Cody spotted Malik first. His eyes narrowed. "Look at that little rat," he muttered. "Probably looking for something to steal, or maybe to spray paint over the war memorial again," Brent added with a sneer. They didn't know Malik, had never spoken to him, but they'd heard enough from their fathers, uncles, and older brothers. The Jamesons were outsiders, even though Malik had been born at the county hospital just like them. His father, David Jameson, had moved to Ash Creek after leaving the Marines, a decorated combat veteran who opened the town's first auto repair shop, run by a black family. Some people nodded politely when they saw him. Others avoided eye contact entirely. Malik didn't notice the boys until it was too late. Cody stepped in front of him. "Where are you going, boy?" "I'm just heading home," Malik said calmly, stopping his dribble. He looked each of them in the eyes, holding his chin up, something his father taught him. "Don't let anyone make you feel smaller," he always said. "Especially when they want you to wrong answer," Zach growled. The first shove came from behind. Malik stumbled forward. The basketball rolled into a patch of dying grass. The next blow came fast, a punch to the stomach, then one to the side of his face. He dropped to his knees. "Stop," he gasped, coughing, blood trickling from his lip. "Why are you doing this?" Cody leaned down. "Because you don't belong here," the others circled around like wolves. Malik raised his arms to shield himself, trembling, thinking of his mom, his younger sister, the dog they'd just adopted, thinking he might never see them again. And then it came, the sound that would change everything, a low rumble. A roar. Like thunder at first. They ignored it. Then headlights pierced the trees. A black 1970 Dodge Charger exploded through the park's back entrance, tires shrieking as it tore across the grass. The boys backed up instinctively. The car skidded to a halt, and the driver's door slammed open. Out stepped David Jameson, 6'3", broad-shouldered, covered in oil and sweat from a day's work at the shop. But it wasn't just his size that made the gang freeze. It was the way he moved. Calm, measured. Like a man who'd seen worse monsters than 4 teenagers pretending to be wolves. His eyes locked on Malik, first bruised, bleeding, trembling, then flicked to each of the attackers. One by one, no one said a word. David didn't have to. He walked straight to Malik, lifting his face. "You okay, soldier?" he asked quietly. Malik nodded, holding back tears. David turned to the boys. They ran. Cody tripped over his own feet, trying to escape. Brent screamed something unintelligible. Mason left his backpack behind. Zach nearly collided with a tree. David didn't chase them. He just stood there, holding his son, watching them disappear. "Come on," he said. "Let's get you home." After the next morning, David Jameson drove to the Ash Creek police station. Not to beg for justice. To demand it. He brought video footage. The Charger had a dash cam. It caught everything. He brought witnesses. A jogger had seen the attack and given a statement. He brought names. He knew exactly who those boys were. Small towns had few secrets. And this time, Ash Creek listened. The boys were arrested. Their parents tried to downplay it, but the evidence was overwhelming. The school held emergency assemblies. The mayor, under pressure, condemned the attack. Reporters came. So did state officials. David never asked for revenge, he asked for accountability. Malik never returned to Dunhill Park. But he didn't avoid the world either. He recovered. He grew. By senior year, he was student council president, spoke at graduation, and earned a scholarship to study civil rights law. And in the garage, still tuning engines and teaching life lessons, was his father, the man who had once walked through the shadows and silenced hate with nothing but presence, love, and unshakable strength. Final line. Sometimes the loudest thunder is the silence that follows a man who refuses to be broken.